per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds.
Really unstoppable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Horford. Bargnani comes in for Paul Millsap. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Warren. And McLemore's subbed in for Kyle Korver. It's Morrow atop the key. And it's good off the back rim and in. Morrow's got his first bucket of the night. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Schroeder with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. McLemore, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Langston Galloway's making some changes here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Sessions. Sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Launches it.
Right.
And there's Korver on the assist by team. 6 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers made some terrific plays. He picked up 18 points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. Overall, it was just a complete performance from him where he felt like he played his best all season. He hopes to continue it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game. Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense. Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here's the machine. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland, and that one's good. 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Atlanta, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Knicks trail by 8. Sessions passes to Watkins. Got a piece of it. Here's Horford. Rejected by Watkins. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Down low. Horford in the post. Lopez covering. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got it.
Yo. Yeah. You said that shit should be open. All right.
Points here in this quarter. No good from Watkins.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
That bucket in no time at all. 9 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Some nice passing by New York here. That's good. That's 7 points for Freak.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Horford attacking, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks. See if they can put that lead down.
Yo. All right.
Chance to check out stats for Al Horford. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 17 points per game, 9 rebounds.
Checked in for Millsap. Morrow comes in for T.J. Warren. McLemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. Then for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's a Flalo in for O.J. Mayo. Stolen by Bargnani. Here's McLemore, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Watkins. Out to Sessions. And Horford pulls it down. The Hawks leading by 14. Out left to the wing. Pass to Schroeder. Lets it go with a three. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Inside. Deflects the pass. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Sessions. Now Schroeder. Pass to Bargnani. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. And New York making a change here. And through the first half.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Al Horford has been sensational.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Watkins in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Mayo. And it's Anthony in at the 3.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Korver kicks to Warren. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Outside Anthony. There's the pass to Watkins. Lopez a screen. Here's the machine. T covering. Here's Anthony. Rebound Atlanta. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
T kicks to Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Here's the machine. He has 7. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of foul.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones checked in for New York. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Teague with a clean look. Offline with his 3. Knicks trail by 15. Passes it to Watkins. Count the bucket. The machine's got 9.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Millsap a screen. Teague dishes to Warren. It's stolen. It's Anthony with the drive. Puts one up from 19. And again, it's New York.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
The Hawks leading by 11. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Millsap misses. For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. No good on the triple. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dishes it to T. Outside Millsap. 5 to shoot. Korver kicks to T. Shoots it. Here's Horford. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Millsap. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 11th in rebounding, 14th in scoring, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
You know, you mentioned how powerful he is on the board, going full throttle at both ends every play.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Follow comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And DJ Augustine subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Now here's McLemore. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Hawks lead by 15. The Knicks shooting 43% from the floor. Here's the screen. Augustine passes to Jones. Rejected by Bargnani. Augustine with the steal. And it's a Flalo penetrating. New York, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 15. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Watkins. No good from Bargnani.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Morrow, that's a two-pointer. That's good on the jump shot.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Knicks trail by 15. There's 53 seconds left in the third. It's stolen by Schroeder. He's all alone. Plays it in off the breakaway. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls for the Knicks. Porzingis comes in for Perry Jones. And Langston Galloway subbed in for the Machine. It's a completely new group for Atlanta. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Anthony comes in for Aaron Aflalo. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And the Machine subbed in for Augustine. Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Mayo. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. They get it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Teague with the ball. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And the basket by Horford.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's the Machine. Teague covering. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Here's the Machine after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Lopez, no luck.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Mayo. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Teague. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's the Machine. Teague covering. Here's Watkins. Rebounded by the Hawks. Millsap's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side Korver. Uncovered. No luck. And New York the other way now.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now, here's Warren. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Watkins. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Knicks trail by 20. Here's the machine. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The machine's got 10 points in just the second half. Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Korver. The dish to Teague. Feeds it to Horford. Teague kicks to Horford. Clock at 4. Teague, the pass to Millsap. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. This one for 3. And another three-point shot falls from Watkins. The machine's got 20.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
To the paint. Here's Horford. Lopez with the block. They recover it, and he gets it to go. And that's now 9 points for Paul Millsap.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on. The shooters checked in for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis comes in for Jones. Anthony's checked in for Langston Galloway. And the machine subbed in for Sessions. Here's Watkins. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here.
And so Atlanta takes this one.
Well, Paul,
The 2K Sports postgame show.